January. I'm going to look myself in the mirror and tell myself on the days when it's really, really hard, when I have to come out for the millionth time that day, that it gets better and that we will be okay. But the reason why I know that is because I know that we have each other.
I guess you want to be careful and be wise of your hatred. I'm so tired of entering bounds and hearing somebody of our LGBT community say, "What's transgender? What's a drag king?" How dare you? You are part of a large community that doesn't just involve you or what you are interested in. And I think that's something that everyone should take home with them. Something all of us need to remember.
But there's hope, and that's what some of the things that have been going on with the LGBT community. So, over the past couple of years, working with the city and other partners, we now have transgender inclusive legislation for the city, and that's progress. At the center, we now have 2 transgender support discussion groups.
What I hope to gain from being an entertainer with CKG and being manager of CKG is that I can be a role model for other people. And I use my platform as an entertainer to educate people about the transgender community, so they know that we do exist and we're around. And since I've been doing this and since I've been out, I have met a lot more transgender people and a lot more young people are coming out as transgender. And I personally think that it's because they see us, me and Adam and Timmy, and Donnie, and they see us out and they know that we're out, and it makes them feel comfortable enough to come out.
I've been blessed and I'm very grateful tonight to have my mother here. I know with a lot of trans people, once they're out and once they can transition, they lose their family and they lose that bloodline support. And whereas you may find connections with people outside of your immediate relation, there's something special and something truly genuine about having a family connection. And I hope for everyone that they find their family and that their family finds them and that they grow the strength and the knowledge and the courage that it takes to have a trans person in a family, to be related to a trans person, to have a trans son and trans daughter, and to be able to grow in that relationship. Because once it does happen, it's a very beautiful thing.
Thank you, everyone. Behind me. Thanks to everyone for their remarks, for their courage, for their hard work, and for everything that went into putting together this important memorial to honor the memory of our brothers and sisters who we have lost to anti-transgender hatred and violence. As the website of the International Transgender Day of Remembrance reminds us, some of the people whose memories we honor today did not self-identify as transgender. Yet regardless of how these individuals would have described themselves, the fact is there is an epidemic of violence against individuals who are perceived as transgender or gender non-conforming. And I am here today on behalf of the Civil Rights Division of the United States Department of Justice to tell you that this scourge of hatred and discrimination that is poisoning our nation must and will come to an end. Our mission in the Civil Rights Division is to uphold and protect the civil and constitutional rights of all Americans, particularly some of the most vulnerable among us. And as today reminds us, people who are transgender or who do not fit other people's ideas about gender are undoubtedly among the most vulnerable people in our society. Every person in our society should be able to get a job, to get a loan, to shop in a store or rent an apartment without fear of discrimination or harassment. Although there are many things that still need to get done to make this vision a reality. I am here to let you know that the Civil Rights Division of the Justice Department isn't just sitting around waiting for things to get better. We are using all the tools at our disposal to make it better today. As a dear friend recently said to me, the situation is too desperate and our cause is too just for us to operate with anything less than a sense of total urgency. There is simply no time to lose. So we stand here together in solidarity with those who cannot be here. Let us recommit ourselves to ensuring that their deaths were not in vain. Let us spread a message of hope and encouragement to those who today are without hope. Let us remember to love each other and to find renewed strength in those bonds of love and friendship that we forge and honor today. And let all of us, whether Justice Department lawyers or savvy local activists, remain committed to the cause of liberty, justice, and equality for all. Thank you very much for inviting me here tonight on this very, very important occasion.